It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be... Brooklyn begins the game with the basketball. Down low to Jordan. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line. DeAndre Jordan at the line. First one goes down. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. That'll be out of...
Here we go. Substitutions, Brooklyn.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. Down by 1. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Spencer Dinwiddie at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. And now it's Flash with the basketball.
I told you the screen would come.
To Howard. Mitchell Robinson tips it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Wade to Howard. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Lets it fly from long range. First free throw is good. Knocks down the second free throw. And he hits all 3 free throws. Whistle and a timeout for Memphis as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. To Howard. Brooklyn with the basketball. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
The free throw good. Cashes in on the three-point play. The lead now stands at 10. Jones with it. Looking to make something happen. To Howard. Not that time. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Jones with it. Down 12. Dwayne Wade to Jaren Jackson. Wade to Jaren Jackson. Jaren Jackson with the dunk. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
The screen sets him up for 2.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Flash at the controls. To Jaren Jackson. Anderson. A pass stolen by the Nets. And he finishes at the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Wade. To Howard. The jumper's off the mark.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Rebound taken by Wade. Anderson. And counted at the rim.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you. But it's only the first quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Everybody in the building understands he's been a known target. Looks like they're hacking early in this one.
And he connects on the first free throw. And fails. And a putback slam. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Short jumper stays out.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Knocks down the first. Second and three is good. Hits all three free throws. Jones with it. Down a bundle. Almost. Unlucky bounce. To Dinwiddie. The pass set it all up.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Screen coming. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
That's actually not a bad move at all. You're applying more pressure on him by sending him to the line.
And hits the first free throw. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Into the front court, it's Irving. His guys hold a commanding lead. Now the Grizzlies will use a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. It's Wade. Gets it in the left corner to Valanciunas. That's rebounded by Brooklyn. Irving into the front court. Just under a minute to play here in this opening quarter. Has a chance. Jumper's good.
Had a difficult first quarter. Couldn't really find his rhythm, but you got 3 more left to play.
Jones with it. His guys down big. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
Finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
Nice finish at the rim.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Count it. He'll let one fly from half court. The quarter comes to an end, and the Nets enjoying some breathing room. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get...
From the start, let's do it.
Irving. To Durant. Kyrie Irving. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Shot from the lane won't go. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
In the paint, you need to finish, just like that.
To Durant. Add 2 points to the board.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
To Valanciunas. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Jordan. Durant. Now to Jordan, down low. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Time for some new personnel into the game. DeAndre Jordan trying to cash in on the 3-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Grizzlies own the basketball. To Valanciunas. Short jumper off the mark. Durant. Pulls up for 2.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Here comes the screen. Dwayne Wade to Howard. Superman, Dwight Howard. 3 for 6 now.
Old school equals high percentage.
And the Grizzlies have the rebound. Jones with it. He'll run the offense. Wade to Valanciunas. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
And destroys the rim. That's what DeAndre Jordan does. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
He'll put it up at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win. Here we go with the top plays from the first half. Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Memphis, they've got it. To Kyle Anderson. Superman, Dwight Howard, 4 out of 7.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Irving with the basketball. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. To Durant. Knocks it down from mid-range.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2" guard. Scary.
To Wade. Gets a look. Can't hit. Kyrie across the timeline. His guys holding the big lead. To Hollis Jefferson. They'll get it to Durant. KD follows up with the putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Grizzlies at the controls right now. To Wade. Sizing up the defense. Down to 5 on the 24. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Durant. To Hollis Jefferson. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
KD with the rock. To Hollis Jefferson. Irving for Durant down low. Missed a wide open look. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Tyus Jones at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. And he missed the free throw.
For the Memphis Grizzlies, number 14, J.R. Smith.
Durant with the basketball up top. Looking to make something happen. Big finish at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Jackson. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
The assist from number 11, Kyrie Irving.
Screen coming to J.R. Smith. It was right there. Irving. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw try, off the mark. To Durant. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Cleans it up. Oh, follows and finishes.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Durant. Short jumper won't fall.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Has a look. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
There is no better feeling than after making that shot and trotting back on defense, seeing your opponent stare, point, or yell at each other for miscommunication.
Here comes the screen. Durant, guarded by Josh Jackson. From the painted area, won't go down. To Irving. The shot, almost.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
It's Grizzlies ball. Goes reverse to lay it in.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
To Irving. For three. Not that time. He misses. Oh, working hard there. Collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
That's me. I got ball.
To the basket goes Jackson, but a shot won't fall. Easy path to the rim. Long heave from 3/4 court. That's the end of the third quarter. It's been all net so far. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. You figured they certainly had the advantage coming into this one. Jay, that's how it's played out.
On paper, this wasn't set up to be much of a contest. If the crowd could have gotten into it early, maybe. But sometimes a team is so good that you never had a chance to even start.
Dwayne Wade to Jaren Jackson. Can't connect. And count the basket.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Wade. Mitchell Robinson able to recover with the block. It's theirs now. Here's Irving into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. And he hits.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Dwayne Wade at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 76% from the line. Able to convert on both free throws. Memphis with the run. To Howard. DeAndre Jordan snatching it out of the air.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Durant. To Irving. Durant. Beyond the arc for 3. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Jones with it. His guys down big. Here comes the screen. Wade to Howard. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Dwight Howard, couple of free throws on the way. 56% for his career. First try, no good. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
It's Brooklyn's ball. Irving. A scary sight. DeAndre Jordan with the putback slam.
That's a DJ we all know and love.
To Wade. Kevin Durant pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Josh Jackson to Jaren Jackson. Short jumper stays out.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Into the game for the Brooklyn Nets. Number 8, Spencer Dinwiddie.
And the nice finish at the rim.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Brooklyn's got it. And the basket good at the rim.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Jaren Jackson. Shot from the lane won't go. To Jordan. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
To Wade. Missed it at the line. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Entering the game for the Grizzlies, number 14,
A drive baseline, but the shot won't go.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
And now it's Flash with the basketball. And count the basket inside.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Into the front court, it's Irving. He'll run the offense. Lays it up and in.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious. Started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
Shot misses for Wade. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Dwayne Wade to J.R. Smith. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Wade. Can't connect, it's no good. To Durant. Oh, good defense by Memphis as they come up with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Stuffs it down with authority.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
LeVert with a shot, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Smith. Defense making the ball handler work. To Wade. Fires the 3. Like the confidence, but a tough shot for Dwayne Wade. Stuffs it down with authority. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative, because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither. All right.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, I've been going and going like the Energizer. Yeah, I'm so